Greece has always been a destination I dreamed of visiting. At last, I booked a trip with a friend, and our journey to this legendary land is about to begin. Our plane descends towards Athens, the birthplace of Western civilization, democracy, and philosophy. And our first stop, the Acropolis, of course. Before climbing the ancient hill, we visit the Acropolis Museum, a world-renowned archaeological museum that houses treasures uncovered from the Acropolis and its surrounding slopes. It's consistently ranked among the finest museums in the world. Built to display every artifact found on this historic site, the museum takes visitors on a journey from the Greek Bronze Age through the Roman and the Byzantine eras. As we followed our guide through its bright, open galleries, we wandered among priceless sculptures and fragments of temples long past. With each legend the guide shared, it felt as though we were traveling through thousands of years of history. Every piece told its own timeless story. Among the museum's most famous exhibits are the Moscow Pharaohs, the Caryatids, the Parthenon sculptures, and the head of a statue of Alexander the Great. The museum itself is a masterpiece of modern architecture, with soaring glass walls that frame spectacular views of the Acropolis above. Even the glass floors invite you to look deeper, sometimes revealing the ancient rooms and the visitors below, and the other times reflecting those walking on the levels above. After visiting the Acropolis Museum, we began on the walk up the southwest slope of the Acropolis towards the Parthenon. Along the way, we passed the Theater of Dionysus, which is considered the oldest theater in the world. The theater was built on the southern slope of the hill, originally part of the sanctuary of Dionysus Eleutherius. This ancient theater dates back to the mid-to-late 6th century BC. It was here that the city Dionysia, a festival dedicated to Dionysus, was held, giving birth to the art of drama as we know it today. We then came across the Asclepion, a sacred sanctuary dedicated to Asclepius, the god of medicine and healing. These sanctuaries were among the world's earliest centers of medical care, places where faith, philosophy, and early science came together to heal both body and spirit. Before reaching the top of the hill, we stopped at the Odeon of Herodes Atticus, a magnificent Roman-era theater. As we stood there, crews were setting up scenery and adjusting sound equipment, preparing a live performance to take place that very evening. Finally, we arrived at the summit of the Acropolis. The Acropolis and its monuments stand as universal symbols of a classical civilization, representing the height of ancient Greek achievement in art, philosophy, and architecture. In the second half of the 5th century BC, after Athens' victory over the Persians and the establishment of a democracy, the city rose to prominence among the great city-states of the ancient world. During this golden age, an extraordinary group of artists and architects transformed the rocky hill into a masterpiece of human creativity. It was during this time that the most iconic monuments were built. The Parthenon, the Erechtheion, the Temple of Athena Nike, the Populaea, and the Old Temple of Athena. From the top of the Acropolis, the view of Athens is breathtaking. From here, we could even see the ancient agora, the heart of public life of classical Athens. Beyond its world-famous ancient landmarks, another highlight of Athens is the changing of the guard ceremony. The guards, known as Athens, carry out this traditional ritual in front of the Hellenic Parliament at the tomb of the unknown soldier, a solemn tribute to Greece's fallen heroes. Although we didn't catch the most elaborate performance, the formal ceremony held on Sundays at 11 a.m. The regular daily ceremony performed every hour is still remarkably impressive. Athens itself radiates a vibrant energy, a fascinating blend of ancient heritage and modern life. The city pulses with a mix of bustling street scenes, open-air cafes, and a thriving food and nightlife culture. During our short stay, we explored Plaka and its surrounding neighborhoods, areas renowned for their lively atmosphere, charming restaurants, and Athens' main shopping district. If I were to describe Athens in just a few words, they would be historic, ancient, influential, and democratic.